put to sea. The name of the ship was the Billy O.T. The winds blew hard, her bow dipped down. Below me, bully boys blow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. She'd not been 2 weeks from shore when down on her a right whale bore. The captain called all hands and swore he'd take that whale in tow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Before the boat had hit the water, the whale's tail came up and caught her. All hands to the side harpooned and fought her when she dived down low. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. No line was cut, no whale was freed. The captain's mind was not on greed, but he belonged to the whaleman's creed. She took that ship in tow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. For 40 days or even more, the line went slack, then tight once more. Our boats were lost, there were only 4, and still that whale did go. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. As far as I've heard, the fight's still on. The line's not cut and the whale's not gone. The wellerman makes his regular call to encourage the captain, crew, and all. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. There once was a ship that put to sea. The name of the ship was the Billy O.T. The winds blew hard, her bow dipped down. Below me, bully boys blow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. She'd not been 2 weeks from shore when down on her a right whale bore. The captain called all hands and swore he'd take that whale in tow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Before the boat had hit the water, the whale's tail came up and caught her. All hands to the side harpooned and fought her when she dived down low. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. No line was cut, no whale was freed. The captain's mind was not on greed, but he belonged to the whaleman's creed. She took that ship in tow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. For 40 days or even more, the line went slack, then tight once more. Our boats were lost, there were only 4, and still that whale did go. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. As far as I've heard, the fight's still on. The line's not cut and the whale's not gone. The wellerman makes his regular call to encourage the captain, crew, and all. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. There once was a ship that put...
Alright everybody, welcome back to Big Modo Gaming. Welcome back to Friday Night Fright. Hoping you're having yourselves a wonderful evening. Guys, we are starting Friday Night Fright a little bit earlier than we have been. A little bit on the earlier side. Oh my goodness gracious. One of the problems with becoming a morning streamer or doing all this streaming I've been doing in the mornings is I am extremely tired in the evenings, so I thought I'd move up Friday Night Fright.
Oh, yeah.
Kadosha, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Appreciate that over on Twitch, guys. Yeah, so I thought I'd start streaming a little bit earlier for you guys. And I've also got a few compliments on streaming earlier, so people are enjoying that instead of the late Friday Night Fright. So there's a little bit earlier one. But let's see, everybody, we are live right now on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Trovo, and Kick. Normally I don't do the Friday Night Frights much on YouTube because there's been some weird stuff over there, but we're gonna give it one more try here, guys, to see how it works out. Other than that, right now, one of the things we like to do here for Friday Night Fright, we like to sit here, play World of Warcraft, and we're waiting for a world boss to spawn. I was like, oh, and speaking of the devil. Okay, that's literally what I was trying to do here, chat. And you see that it just gave me a pile of ash, which is what I don't want. What I want is a special mount to drop from that one, chat. So this is what we do, guys. We watch scary ghost videos and we kill rarely things while we're in between. Lots of fun here, chat. One thing though, I have oh, guys. Okay, well, I'm gonna log out here. Get back to BSing with you guys. So, guys, I know the last couple times we did Friday Night Fright, the like the YouTube player was breaking on me, so I was talking to a buddy of mine, Werush. I don't know if you're on or not, but give you a shout out there. We're gonna try a new web browser to see if that will help us out in the long run. So our new web browser is Opera GX, and supposedly it's not supposed to have any ads in it. Supposedly, we'll see if that's true or not. So yeah. Without further ado, I think we can get right into the Friday Night Fright here, guys. Once again, guys, if you can see, it'd be that corner for everybody who's watching on computer, and then everybody who's watching mobile, it's right above me. You can still say that my World of Warcraft stuff is still going, and we're gonna be watching scary ghost videos while we get the chance. All right, I want to get to a good spot, and then we can fly here, boys. Then we can fly. All right, here we go, guys. So this YouTube video is by Nuke's Top 5. If you haven't yet, make sure you go over to their YouTube channel, give them a sub, give them a like, because whenever I react to somebody else's content, I always liked giving them as much credit. Yeah, credit's good. I try to give them something. So make sure you guys go check that out. All right, guys, here we go. Top 10 scary videos to cry yourself to sleep. Here we go. Oh, and no volume. Hold on, chat. Why we have no volume? This tab, that tab is muted. All right, that would do it. Let's try that one more time, guys. Also, chat, make sure...
Urban explorers from the YouTube channel Urbex Castronautica visit the historic La Plata Cemetery in Buenos Aires, Argentina.
Make sure you guys have to let me know if it's loud enough.
In 1886 and is the final resting place of many notable figures. But while wandering through the huge cemetery's 12,000 tombs and vaults, the guys stumble upon a crypt that has been vandalized. Their camera captures something downright chilling.
Está bien. Están re abandonados, boludo. Como la lógica y lo usan como los jaulones, viste, que hacen los panales. No sé, la abeja se confunde y hace algo similar en ese lugar. No. Mira lo que es esto.
Did you see it? No? Well, neither did the guys who filmed it. You see, after posting this video to YouTube, their sharp-eyed viewers were freaked out when they noticed a creepy little pale hand pulling back into an open coffin.
Whoa!
Now it happened so quick that it's hard to see without brightening the footage and analyzing it frame by frame. But when the footage is converted to a negative image, the spooky little hand is a bit easier to see.
That's creepy,
Now
chat.
it's very
That's
unlikely
creepy.
that anyone could have crawled into that coffin to fake this. This crypt is very old and unstable, and it would be very dangerous for someone to just climb inside. So did this group of urban explorers accidentally capture proof of the paranormal? Well, as usual, you decide.
We'll have to
You can watch
decide,
this
chat.
entire video over on the YouTube channel, Urbex Castronautica. Trapped. In this next video, a man is taking a short video of a car that he's planning to sell.
Hold on 1 second, chat. I feel like something's still acting goofy. Hold on, chat. Quick mute. Okay, hold on. Can I tell it how quality? I don't know, chat. It's just a little on the weird side that I'm still having some issues
Trapped.
with players.
In this next video, a man is taking a short video of a car that he's planning to sell. The vehicle belonged to his sister, who tragically passed away right inside the car over a year and a half ago.
That sucks.
After sending the footage to a potential buyer, he gets an alarming message saying he should really check the video closer.
Hey man, here's my sister's car. Just wanted to make this video so you could have a look at it. She still runs good.
Listen closely. Ash opens the door.
She's a little dirty.
Oh.
She has
I forgot to click things, chat. I forgot to click things. That's why you need people just to watch you.
Trapped. In this next video, a man is taking a short video of
Thank
a
you,
car
Kenosha.
that he's planning to sell. The vehicle belonged to his sister, who tragically passed away right inside the car over a year and a half ago.
I'm a professional. I've been
After
doing this for
sending the
almost 3
footage
years.
to a
I'm a
potential
professional.
buyer, he gets an alarming message saying he should really check the video closer.
Hey man, here's my sister's car. Just wanted to make this video so you could have a look at it. She still
Listen
runs
closely as he
good.
opens the door.
She's a little dirty. She has a lot of miles on her, but it can clean up nice. Here's the front and a little back. Here's some of the back. But I don't know. If you're interested, just let me know what you think.
Throughout the footage, the faint sound of a woman crying can be heard. The video was shared online by
Crying?
These Dark Adventures and quickly gained nearly 500,000 views.
Whoa!
In the video comments, many concerned viewers believe that the voice belongs to the spirit of the man's sister who passed away inside the car, and that her soul is still trapped, unable to move on. Motorcycle mystery. In the city of Cagayan de Oro in the Philippines, a motorcycle
this
rider is
copy.
driving down a busy road that is notorious for being the site of many fatal accidents. He is about to experience something
I don't like
that is
accidents, chat.
truly
I don't like accidents.
bizarre.
It's like the sound and the video quality aren't like up to. Alright, if I go full high def. Holy shit! That would be scary AF.
Someone appears to jump right into the motorcycle's path, but when the rider looks back, there's no one there. But it gets even weirder because the motorcycle rider claims that whoever this was, they didn't appear to have a face, only a strange dark blur. Now, many locals believe that the rider saw the ghost of someone who passed away on the dangerous road.
What?
But if this wasn't anything supernatural, then just what happened here? Let me know what you think. Open house.
Somebody that wasn't.
Reddit user slash realtor
timing.
Sandra is recording a tour of a 1960s bungalow-style home to show prospective buyers. Sandra's filming
we
at
watch
night
this
in order
one?
to showcase the house's
I
interior
feel like we watched
lighting.
this one.
But it's starting to get a bit late at the creepy little cottage, and things are about to get weird.
Please ignore my screw up. My first day at the house, I felt a little nervous.
Wow,
Yeah, I remember
it's
repeating
10
that.
p.m. and my day was fully booked with showings of this beautiful vintage 1962.
Sometimes you have to rewatch that chat. Sometimes you have to rewatch it. What are you doing? Rewatch? Yeah, relook.
Wow, it's 10 p.m. and my day was fully booked with showings of this vintage 1963 bungalow.
That's creepy. That's creepy right there, chat. That's real creepiness. That's-
Go ahead, do it again. You're on camera.
You're on camera there, chat. See, I told you we've seen this one before.
Open this door.
Old house. Ugh. Feels like an old house, chat. I don't like this.
Go ahead, open this door.
Close.
Open this door like you did the other one.
Too much echo. I don't like how much echo there is, chat.
Come on, just move a glass or something.
But you can tell that she believes in the ghosts, chat. She believes in ghosts. That's a fact right there.
Go ahead, do it again. I'm not scared.
Camera's kind of wigging out. Not enough lights on. Ah! Give me the hilly jillies. Get out of there! Run! Run! Vámonos!
A door suddenly swings open on its own and Sandra is spooked. But she gathers her courage and rushes out to see what's going on. A glass of water sitting on top of the fireplace shifts and slowly moves as if it's being pushed by some
Oh, I didn't
invisible
see that
force.
before.
But things get even crazier as a smoke detector suddenly starts to beep before crashing violently to the floor. With that, Sandra has had enough and just gets out of there. But there's also something else that is very creepy in this video.
Very creepy, Jack.
Something that only a few viewers even notice. So again, I ask, did you see it? Right before the door moves, a face in the picture right beside Sandra seems to slowly darken, and then the creepy little shadow fades away just as the door swings open.
I forgot about that part.
Sandra says that she's experienced several unexplained paranormal events in this home, but this was the first time that she finally captured it on camera. We need scary videos. So if you see a scary video that you think would be great on the top 5, email us at nukestop5@gmail.com.
Alright, real quick. Undasa's almost up again, chat. What are you guys thinking so far? Guys, if you're over on Twitch, we got some icons up there. If you believe in the ghosts, believe in the paranormal, we have the ghost icon. If you don't believe in that stuff, make sure you drop the dog icon. For some reason, that's something Twitch really, my Twitch group really likes. Ghosts means they believe in ghosts, and we call it not the dog. They think everything's a dog. I don't know what's up with that one. All right, guys, here we go. Undasta. Let's get ourselves a good one. Can we get a mount from Undasta? No, we got more shiny stuff. More shiny dust in the. Ooh. What? Oh, interesting. I can use that for a transbox. Probably. Let's go on to the next one here, chat.
Flicker. Reddit user Sibseb says that his mother is taking care of a young foster child at her home in England. One night, a TV is playing a cartoon in the
So what, if I pause it for too long, it doesn't like that?
child's bedroom, but the flickering light from the screen reveals something that the Reddit user and his mom simply can't explain.
Oh.
Something that is downright creepy.
Oh, F that noise, chat. F that noise. No.
Someone
just no.
seems to be seated in the chair. A small pale face illuminates in the flashing light from the TV screen. Then the face just disappears. Reddit user Sibseb wonders if his mother's security camera accidentally captured a paranormal presence. But what do you think this is? The Fond du Lac UFO.
What? So, chat, that's not too far away from where I live. 1 second. All right.
Around 2 a.m., Florissa Bonalay and her family friends are driving home to Fond du Lac, Saskatchewan, Canada.
Oh,
Suddenly,
wrong Fond du
Florissa
Lac.
spots
God damn it.
something very odd in the night sky.
It looks like a UFO, right? That's a UFO.
That is.
It's just staying right there. Look, it's just above there.
Jesus
Are you
Christ.
recording it? Yeah. That's a UFO.
No.
You can just see it.
Oh, that has to be a
Or
helicopter.
hiding on. Bro, you can just see it.
No, it has to be a helicopter. Please be a helicopter.
It's only on YouTube. It won't expire.
Everyone is shocked as they witness a strange circular object with flashing lights soaring through the sky.
What?
Florissa's mother posted the video to Facebook, and friends and local residents immediately began to respond that they too have seen the strange UFO. Eyewitness reports in the thread go all the way back to January 1990. So just what could this mysterious flying object be? Let me know what you think down in the comments. Follower. Nick Perry says that late one night he was driving down the allegedly haunted Dyers Lane Road in Roseville, California. He says that he saw an ominous dark shadow figure appear in the middle of the road. Nick believes that this dark entity followed him home and says that he now experiences terrifying paranormal activity. So back in 2022, I shared Nick's story on Nuke's Top 5, along with some of the scary footage that he had captured.
Sounds creepy.
Now, in the last 2 years since those videos were recorded, Nick Perry has moved to a new house in a new city, but he believes that the dark entity has followed
You
him.
puppy.
I just got home, and as I was walking in, I heard some banging noises in here. So that's why I'm setting up the camera right now to find out, you know, what the f it is. Max, shut up. Ain't nobody here.
That's creepy, chat.
That was up against the f***ing wall.
That's
Nick
creepy.
decides to leave several cameras recording when he's away from home. When he reviews his footage, he is shocked.
It's like Ghostbusters. I used to have a door like that. Hated that door. Hate that door. Where are we looking?
Nick says that he's reached out to several churches and religious authorities, but no one has helped him. As of today, Nick says that he continues to experience paranormal events in and around his home. He shares his dark experiences over on his YouTube channel. Mimic. Leandro from Buenos Aires, Argentina says that he began to experience strange unexplained events only weeks after moving into his new home. He says that he would often discover that many of his belongings had been inexplicably moved into the house's bathroom. Leandro installed a security camera to see what's been going on. Or mimic the sound of his friend Daniel's voice.
Son las 3 de la mañana de nuevo y esto es lo que con lo que yo convivo desde hace meses.
We saw a lot of ghost stories. We saw a lot of
Siempre
ghost
que
stories.
grabo, vos no sos Daniel. Vos no sos Daniel, esa no es tu voz.
Dog.
Vos no
It's
sos
a
Daniel,
dog,
esa no es
Cat.
tu voz. Daniel se fue hace meses
Oh,
del
where's the
país. Vos no
dog
sos
icon
Daniel.
that showed up on the pic of the mess? Sucks.
Si querés lastimarme, salí y lastimame ahora. Ya. Déjame de joder. Déjame de joder.
Don't do it! Why would the mimic be in the bathroom? I saw the ghost orb! I saw the ghost orb!
Ya no puedo. ¿Qué es eso? Yo no tengo más
You guys are making... I don't understand the layout of your house, sir.
Así no puedo seguir.
Don't understand the layout of your house.
Leandro says that he's had more than enough of the strange supernatural activity in his new home. But is it real? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. Footprints. A woman named Kat lives in a remote area near the woods in
Woman named
Pennsylvania.
Kat.
One freezing cold morning around 4 a.m., Kat wakes up to find a light dusting of snow covering the ground outside. But then she notices something just outside her back door. Something truly disturbing.
Good morning, guys. It is literally 5 a.m. And I opened the back door to put some dry food out for the stray kitties.
On the deck.
And there are people feet printed all over my deck in the snow. Do you see this? They start over there.
Who walks like that?
And it like barefoot walks up to the table. There's nothing coming up to the... Maybe there is some coming up to the door. What? And I don't see any in the yard. What is this? I see them kind of coming out of the flower bed. They stopped there. I thought maybe they would have walked off through that flower bed, but I don't see anything there. It's like one straight line from out in the yard up to the door, turned around towards the table, and then just stopped moving. That one has like 1, 2, 3, 4, like 6 toes. That's 6 toes. So is that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Crackheads walk like that.
Crackheads! Yes! Yes, crackheads! That makes total sense. That makes total sense. Kenosha? No. No.
It's 16 degrees out. I have not gone outside yet. My cat came and woke me up, hysterical, probably because there was some barefoot person on the deck. I'm just more concerned about like a mental health crisis because there's no reason to be out there barefoot.
Now, for
Right.
obvious reasons, Kat is a bit freaked out. But she's also worried that someone might be experiencing a
It's,
mental health crisis and is wandering around in the freezing cold with no shoes. She calls the police, but she's reassured that no one has been reported missing or lost. And there have been no
Dog.
reports of trespassers or break-ins in the area.
Trigger, how you
Kat is
doing?
concerned, but she's done all she can, and she just lets it go. But almost 2 weeks later, the mysterious footprints are back.
They're back, chat.
Okay, morning footprint update. Let me show you. This is the first time we've had snow since the initial footprint sighting. Do you see that? They're barefoot again. They're in a different spot than... Look at my shadow. So those prints are in a different spot than when we had prints before.
Alright, hold on 1 second here, chat. Trigger, you missed it. You missed it. They had a UFO sighting in Fond du Lac. We were watching that earlier. You missed it. You missed it. I started streaming earlier and you missed it.
Let's go downstairs. It is 7 o'clock. I've been up since 4:30. I didn't look outside. I just came up here and then I opened the window to see if any of the stray cats were coming up to the door yet because I didn't feed them yet.
Random stray cat. Well, that means it's just some crazy old lady looking to who walks like that? Who has that much of a curve on their foot?
I'm gonna stay right along the side so I don't interfere. Those are definitely very bare human feet, but there are not 6 toes on these that I can tell. I don't know. No, those are very clear toes right there. So the house next door has nobody living in it, so I'm not sure why the prints would be coming from that deck.
And wouldn't they be little feet?
Happy New Year.
Kat purchased 2 security cameras to monitor the outside of her home, but the mysterious barefoot stranger hasn't returned yet. So could this be something?
That's so weird. Hold on, chat. Undasa's here in about a minute, but I just, whenever I walk, does anyone ever have a footprint where you're that much of a Go Commando Streaker would? Streaker 6 Creepers. Does anyone else have like that much of a like all your pressures on your outside of your foot? And like nothing, like I just feel like that's just so weird looking.
Supernatural? Or is it something even scarier? A real person creeping around Kat's house in the middle of the night.
With 6 toes. Alright, chat. Real quick, Undasa time. Let's get ready. Ready to rumble, chat. Am I gonna get them out? Am I finally gonna get them out? We can hope, we can pray. Nobody else is here, which is unusual. Unusual, chat. Guys, if you haven't yet, this would be a perfect time for you to hit the like and subscribe buttons over on YouTube and Facebook. I got it! I got it! I got it! I got the mount! I got the Udasta mount! Oh my goodness gracious! Oh my god, chat! We are done with Undasa from now on! No more Undasas needed, chat! No more Undasas! And I gotta show you, I am 1 mount away now from 500 mounts. 1 mount away. Oh my goodness gracious. We did it, chat! We did it! The drop chance on that thing is like a less than a 1%. We did it! Oh my god! Yes, guys! Live on stream, we got another ultra rare mount. Oh, that! I see Kenosha get one. I got my that's my. I am missing 1 mount from Pandaria, and I'll have all the mounts, like all of them. Invincible. I have not tried Invincible yet. I have not tried Invincible on stream yet. He might be actually I'll be doing Invincible once I get that 1 mount from Dragon Soul. I have not done Invincible yet. We technically, the 2 mounts that we got on stream are lower percent chance of getting than it is with we call it than Invincible. But I can't believe it. We got it! Oh my god. Made my night. Winner, chicken dinner. I love everything there, boys. I'm flying over to see if I can get a kill on we call it guest star thing. There's another Nalek. Nalek, you are the last one I am missing from Pandaria. Oh, can't believe it. Oh my goodness. We got the mount. Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go.
Heads up. Popular Chinese ghost hunter Xiaolong is back.
Hold on. Come on.
This time investigating an abandoned school in China that is said to be extremely haunted.
Oh, I
As his
know we
live
saw
stream
this
audience
one.
watches, Xiaolong begins to hear unexplained noises from somewhere in the building. He's a little on edge as he goes to check out the strange sounds. What happens next is... just watch.
Hear that? Jesus. Yeah, I would do the same thing. I definitely do the same thing there, chat.
Xiaolong gets the fright of his life because of a plastic statue head. But luckily, Xiaolong delivers a good old-fashioned slap upside the head to put that statue back in line.
Oh my goodness gracious,
But
chat. I am
things are
so
about
happy.
to get a bit more serious and a bit more frightening. As Xiaolong explores deeper into the haunted school, this happens.
I think this guy's live streaming this too. All roll. Oh. Can you gain the wind glass? Oh, interesting. 3 gold. But why did you just randomly slow down? I didn't see nothing. What's going on here, chat? Oh, okay, it's the ball again. Did not kick the ball. So throw it out the window, throws out. He got mad enough, he threw the ball out the window. Looks like you're supposed to be spraying there, cat. What? Anybody feel like this one might be fake?
A small ball inside a classroom rolls across the floor by itself. So Xiaolong chucks it out a window. But then the light
Doesn't make any sense, chat. Doesn't make any sense. Why would you do that?
hanging from the ceiling come crashing down, almost hitting Xiaolong. Now luckily the ghost hunter made it out safe, but he's not done just yet. Inside one of the school's many rooms, he finds a dirty old mirror. And this is when his exploration takes a terrifying turn.
Oh, I don't like mirror. Scare a guy like that? Do a mirror. What? We're
Hitting Xiaolong.
rewind.
Now,
Rewind.
luckily
there,
the
Jet.
ghost hunter made it out safe, but he's not done just yet.
Okay.
Inside one of the school's many rooms, he finds a dirty old mirror. And this is when his exploration takes a terrifying turn.
I can barely register that one. Because he's not afraid of him. That is aggressive speech there, Talk. Talk, cat. Talk, cat. Still there. Why do I hear heartbeats? Do I explain why do I hear some heartbeats? Something's about ready to jump out? Attempts to kick the invisible ghost, chat. He knew it was in the corner! Because the ghost is wearing Dun's cap.
你妈了个逼！
Okay.
我操你妈呀！操你妈！
Why is he so mad at people's mothers? No one's there. Man, that's your shit. No
In the
one's
mirror's
there.
reflection, someone can be seen standing behind Xiaolong, but when he swings around in terror, there's no one there. After an attempt at kicking and flailing at the invisible entity, Xiaolong finds that the reflection of the figure has disappeared. But now he spots a shadowy face peeking in from a window, and the heavy closet comes crashing down right in front of him. The activity is becoming a little too intense, so Xiaolong decides to leave and ends his live stream. You can see even more terrifying moments from this ghost
Weird,
hunt
chat.
over on the
Weird.
YouTube channel, Outdoor Xiaolong.
Oh, yeah, that was. His culture believes spirit of the ghost protects him. I thought that was not his culture. I thought that was a different one. Okay. Wrong on that one. All right, chat. We just watched some of the weirdest things in ghost hunting videos. Some weird ones. So guys, I like to watch, like at the end of watching some weird ghost things. I like to have a little bit of fun with the Dungeons and Dragons videos I like to watch. Where this one is by Crit Crab again, guys, and it says the DM who ruins the game with a terrible homebrew. And as a guy who loves Dungeons and Dragons, I play it as much as I possibly can. I love hearing these crazy cringe stories and whatnot. So I find it's also like another horror, like another horror video. So I thought it works well with Friday Night Fright chat. And guys, we are still looking. We're gonna look for Nalik right here. We are no longer doing Undasta. We need Nalik to the serpent come from the skies. Actually, tell you truth, chat. I don't know. Miss Pandaria. Nalik Storm Dragon. Reigns of the Global. Figure. Have that one. Undasta. Have that one. You guys don't have one. Where? Nope, no mounts. No mounts. Warbase, Son of Galleon. I have that one. Oh my goodness gracious, chat. I have. Oh, Nalik! What do I have to do with him? Okay, good. I hit him. I got boots. I think I need boots there, boys. Alright, I bet I could find weirder ones, probably not suitable for Twitch/YouTube. Yes, please do not share super weird things. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. I was watching one of the big time YouTubers out there. He was talking about that the Twitch thought thing is getting out of control, chat. If you guys haven't yet, Penguin Zero, also known as his real name is Charlie. Something about ladies on the internet, mostly Twitch, are revealing bikinis, and then they have a camera on their tatas, and then a camera for the backside, and then a little tiny camera for the gameplay. And then every single time they do something, like it is people, there's weird things. There's weird things on Twitch lately, and I don't know. It's not. Twitch is getting weirder and weirder, in my opinion, guys. All right, let's see. I can jump back on Modo because he can actually go out and get now. All right, guys. Like I said, we're on Crit Crab, guys. Crit Crab, where we have less dangerous. No, Stricker. No, no, you're not allowed. It's past your bedtime. It's past your bedtime. When these ladies are out and about, and she got banned for 3 days or something like that, for how sexual her content is. No, Stricker. No, 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 Stricker. Bad boy. Don't make me go get a water bottle. Bad boy. All right, here we go, guys.
Regularly build their own worlds and write their own rules to better fit the game. Dungeon masters regularly build their own worlds and write their own rules to better fit the game for their group.
Yep,
but what happens when the DM is not only a bad rule writer, but also incredibly inconsistent? Just before we roll post on this, a quick shout out to today's sponsor. Tainted Grail is a Twilight fantasy universe inspired by Arthurian legend and Celtic mythology. If you're familiar with board game titles like The Fall of Avalon or Kings of Ruin, or either of the Tainted Grail video games, then you already have a foot in the door with this franchise. Now, Awaken Realms and Studio Agate join forces to write a new chapter in the
Oh my goodness gracious. How late does he have to stay up, chat? Does anyone watch the hot tub stream, people, or anything like that? I really don't know. I know he Penguin Zero normally starts the streams around 11 p.m. my time, and it was like 3 hours into his broadcast.
With this franchise. Now, Awaken Realms and Studio Agate join forces to write a new chapter in the Chronicle of Avalon, presenting Tainted Grail TTRPG Song of a Dying World, a tabletop role-playing game set in a unique, grim world. Play as one of the last survivors of humanity after a terrible cataclysm, learn to survive and face the dangers of the mysterious island of Avalon. Players take on the roles of protectors, standing as humanity's only hope in a dying world. Learn the setting, rules, and experience your first adventure with a free PDF. So what are you waiting for? Join over 2,000 backers with the link below.
All right, chat. I need donations so I can do this.
This tale begins in a Discord server. Our group is like many others. Most days after work, we get on Discord and play video games.
Hey, I know that.
One of us offers to start a D&D campaign.
Hold on. Please tell me this isn't like my actual gaming group, right? Figure, did you write a horror story? Huh? Did you?
We all had different levels of experience with the game. Some of us only played once, others played for years. The DM has played some campaigns, but clearly not enough, as things took a turn for the worse due to the DM's homebrew rules. For Session 0, he informed us that there were so many homebrew rules that it would be easier to address them as they came up, rather than all at once. But the point he wanted us all to understand was that the system was meant to be realistic. The setting was pretty generic, so there wasn't much discussion of that either. So Session 0 was more about us players designing our characters and weaving backstories. The first session started innocently enough. Our characters met in a tavern, and I was surprised at how good our chemistry and roleplay was from the start. However, as soon as we encountered our first combat scenario, the homebrew rules became a problem. As it turns out, the DM had altered pretty much the entire combat system. In place of the simple 5e rule set, we now had a convoluted set of rules that made the battles more confusing than strategic. First, the grid was turned into hexes, which, it was weird, but that was the least of our problems. Hit points were divided between all of the body parts, so before you attacked, you had to choose which body part you were aiming for. Also, different body parts had different armor classes, which was weird. I'd be lying if I said the idea of a VAT system in D&D doesn't sound really cool to me. One of the appealing things about D&D is that you can change a lot about the game without causing it to be unplayable. But one of the only things you should tread carefully when changing are the fundamentals of combat. Combat is the one part of the game where everything about D&D connects. There can be exploration, roleplay, and combat, skill checks, saves, plot development. Everything in the game is laid out for you right there. Homebrewing some combat rules is perfectly fine, but changing the core basics of combat is one of the only times I think, is this really a good idea? Because of—
Alright, real quick, I gotta tell you guys some things. So, my buddy Lost, that we do the podcast with, he likes to monkey with things. He likes to monkey with initiative. Lost, you still there? You monkey with initiative. You son of a gun. I died again last night, chat. I died again.
of this system, my rogue's sneak attack got nerfed from D6s to D4s. He justified this by telling me that if my sneak attack was intact, I would be able to completely disable a limb with every single sneak attack. Okay, you see, this is what I meant. This is exactly what I meant. This is like when you remove one of the bottom Jenga blocks that supports the whole system, so it all comes crashing down. If every attack needs to—
Yes, Streaker, yes, technically you guys did bring me back to life. I understand, yes. But, issues.
To be delivered limb by limb, then the entire way combat is done needs to be reworked. It can be done, but at that point, why not just play a different game? Of course, we were learning all of this for the first time. But the DM is a great friend, and I wanted to trust the process, so I chalked this up as a bad start. Attempts to address the balance issues were met with resistance from the DM, who argued that the campaign was meant to be challenging. However, it felt less like a challenge and more like arbitrary restrictions. The campaign had peaks and valleys. The roleplay and world building was excellent, but the combat and anything involving actual game mechanics was inconsistent and overcomplicated. The lack of consistency in the homebrew rules became a recurring issue. A house rule in one session was sometimes slightly altered in the next, leaving us confused. Opportunity attacks were always to be rolled at a disadvantage because the DM says you're hitting a moving target. This rule gets thrown by the wayside later, as you will see. At this point, I was running—
What? Okay. Oh my goodness gracious. Yep, okay, I'm sorry, chat. Don't monkey with the system. 5th edition has a nice standard edition. Everything about it is a very simple. I enjoy it quite a bit. Pathfinder 1st edition is still my favorite, or Dungeons & Dragons 3rd edition. It works better. Though when it comes to actual, I think Pathfinder 2nd edition might actually have the better system completely there for combat related things. But yeah, if you want to change the system, play a different game. The Conan system, where it like armor protects your limbs, and then if you hit something and you didn't have armor there, you could be like permanently wounded and scarred for life. Like, don't play a different system. Don't frick with D&D. Oh, that hurts.
Running out of patience for the DM, my benefit of the doubt was wavering, so I made it my goal of the week to get full clarification from the DM. Attempts to seek clarification were met with vague responses, and the DM seemed unwilling to establish clear guidelines. It reached a point where the campaign felt more like a chaotic experiment than any sort of narrative. At one point, I asked the DM up front for a doc of the rules so I could read all of them myself. I didn't care if it took me 10 minutes or 10 years, I just wanted the final clarification. He then admitted that he kept the rulebook in his memory. Okay, full stop, emergency brakes. Isn't this just kind of admission that he's arbitrarily applying rules he hasn't thought through? It's one thing to have a couple agreed upon house rules on hand, it's another thing to have an entire book worth of overcomplicated rule systems and not even put it on paper. If he's keeping the rules in his head and inconsistently applying them, that's dumb at best and twisting the game to force outcomes at worst. I then asked him to write it down so we can all be on the same page, and he agreed. Fast forward 3 sessions and he still hasn't gotten around to writing it. Then the DM tries to recruit one more player to the game, and I don't know how he thought this one was a good idea. The friend he invited isn't a bad person, but he knows what he wants and isn't afraid to say it. If he dislikes something, he will say it to your face without hesitation, which sometimes hurts people's feelings. He's also super competitive and hates losing. This is dynamite to the flame that is inconsistent rulings. He rolled up a gnome wizard, and the eventful session 5 began. A session to remember. Because of the events of this session, some context is required. While his rules were more bad than good, at this point he only changed the rules twice, denying it both times. Also, the game was fun whenever dice rolls were not involved, so we weren't itching to quit yet. The real Hoarder's story begins here. Okay, he denies the rule changes, but he genuinely might be forgetting. DMing takes a huge amount of your brain space for the entire game, so juggling that while trying to apply convoluted rules that you haven't committed to paper is more difficult. I'm not ruling out the possibility that he's being intentionally unfair, but if he refuses to write them down, this is 100% his bad, and I can't.
I know, but it also sounds like I don't know. Too much on your plate. It takes too long. Where do you start? Do you have ADHD? Like where you come up with all these ideas, but you can't write them down because it doesn't make any sense. I can't just throw the DM under the bus for this one. I can't just automatically throw him. I wouldn't play the system. I would be like, nope, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. But I can't say. Oh, I don't know. God damn it, I don't know. Issues.
Exactly fault OP for coming to their own conclusions. I can't really get a read on the DM just yet, but I hope that he's just a newer DM. Maybe a little lazy or overwhelmed, and doesn't know what it is that he's doing. In the beginning of the campaign, we were marked by a vampire cult. To prevent ourselves from losing our memories and becoming thralls, we had to find an antidote at the bottom of a dungeon. At this point, we had spent 2 sessions in the dungeon and had made decent progress when we met Gnome, the competitive new guy I mentioned earlier. We met his character in the dungeon. He was delighted to find non-hostile creatures this far in. We struck a deal. He would lead us to the bottom of the...
Alright, hold on, Jet. Oh, no, wrong button. Wrong button. Alright, Nalik is down, chat. Nalik is down. I don't know. Do I get a mount from... I bet it was just dropping the mount. I bet you just dropped me a mount. Alright, let's get out of Dodge here. Back to the video.
The dungeon, and we would lead him back to the surface. Strength in numbers. This is about where the game ended and the Hoarders began. I forgot to mention something. Gnome is a massive stickler for the rules. He was informed that there was some homebrew, but...
Oh no! Oh no, as a rules lawyer, I would have been fighting this so bad.
But he had no idea what was in store. Combat begins. Gnome's character is the first PC in initiative order, but after he was attacked by an enemy, they fled, prompting an attack of opportunity. So before rolling, the DM asks, okay, what body part do you target? What? Which body part do you target? It's a house rule. I don't know, the head? You sure? Headshots are rolled with disadvantage. What? Wait, fine. I'll thrust for his torso. Okay, it's a hit. You've broken through his armor and gutted him, breaking a bone or 2 on your way in. The DM then explained the concept of broken limbs to Gnome. Different limbs breaking causes different debuffs. You could tell that Gnome was not a fan of this, but he surprisingly held his tongue. It wasn't until the debuffs happened to him that this became a problem. At one point, there was a dungeon room that collapsed. There was a highly convoluted system that involved using the battle grid and trajectory of the falling rocks to dodge accurately. It took about 15 minutes, plus the time to learn the system. Some of us got bruised by the falling debris, but none got hurt more than Gnome. Gnome's leg got caught by a falling rock. Remember when I said player HP is split between limbs? Well, because he's a level 2 wizard, he has 4 hit points per limb, so it doesn't take much at all to permanently crush him. The DM told us that this was a tier 3 injury, completely destroying his leg. We were 5 sessions in and did not know that there were tiers to bodily injury. What we learned is that if a limb has a tier 3 injury, you have disadvantage on all rolls until the limb is replaced. And because it's a leg, he can no longer walk without assistance. The gnome said that these homebrew rules are all garbage, and we all felt a rant incoming, so we told the DM to keep the game moving. We arrived at the bottom of the dungeon. The antidote was in sight, a tree. Its leaves would heal us, but it was guarded by a Cerberus. It was asleep, so we sent our stealthiest member, me, to get the antidote. I needed to pick enough leaves off of the tree to heal all 5 of us. I had to pass a stealth check to get there, and a sleight of hand check to pluck a leaf. Success. But that wasn't enough. The DM said I needed 5 leaves, so I had to roll 4 more times. Inevitably, I rolled poorly. The DM narrates. The Cerberus awakens. The 3 heads staring you down. It growls, foaming at the mouth. You know there is no beating this monster. You need to run as fast as you can. Wait, Fireball. What? I could sort of get it if you're a brand new DM and you're really trying to force a boss fight. So, you throw in some impossible skill checks to give the illusion of chance. It's bad form, but new DMs have done worse. But assuming the DM thought this through, he tried to force a chase scene while a character is injured in the leg. Also, why with the sleight of hand checks? If it's as simple as picking a leaf from a tree, that should be trivially easy to do stealthily. To wake up a Cerberus, you would need to be yanking the leaves off of the tree. I think the DM had a chase scene in mind, but is either forgetting the injured leg, or I don't know. That last sentence confused us. One of us has to be slowed so we can haul Gnome out of here. But we also have to run? We started discussing amongst ourselves if we're supposed to run or fight, when the DM pulled a timer out. We had to make a decision in real time in 25 seconds.
Oh no!
We considered hiding, but we don't have any head start to speak of. We considered running, but that would guarantee at least Gnome dies.
Fireball!
Unless we try to carry him, which would kill 2 of us. So we agreed to fight. Internally, I wasn't afraid of dying in the game anyways, because this game was not that enjoyable, and having Gnome around added stress to the game.
That's true.
So, we rolled initiative. First round, Cerberus hits us for a lot of damage. This massively skews the game out of our favor, because now we have wounds that make us worse at fighting. Second round, we hit the Cerberus a few times. The DM waived the opportunity attack house rule just so that we could get a couple more hits in. The combat was even more awkward than before, because the DM was trying not to kill anyone, while still applying rules that hurt our chances of survival, but not applying the opportunity attack rule. It was weird. With each passing turn, you could feel everyone on call get more annoyed.
Oh, this is all over Discord?
Less interested, and people were more about quickly passing their turn than actually engaging with the game, except for Gnome. He was fuming in his seat.
Oh, I bet he was.
Everyone else was mentally checked out of the game, he was telling other players what to do. The Cerberus would beat someone up a lot and then inexplicably move on to the next guy without finishing the job. After just a couple more rounds, we reached an agitating stalemate. The DM was unwilling to finish us off, but we had so many broken limbs that we could just barely fight and move, and even those were filled with penalties. Suddenly, something came up and the DM had to leave, telling us the game will pick up again next week. It's been a month. We all still hang out and play video games, but nobody is asked about starting the campaign again, and the DM hasn't mentioned it. If I had to guess, the DM wasn't malicious, but he has all the marks of a new DM that has a vision he just can't execute on.
Yep.
If a new or aspiring DM was watching this and wanted to get some advice out of it, mine would be learn the basics so that you understand why they exist. If this DM was new, of course he wouldn't understand why changing combat that massively is a...
Well, he's obviously, he can't be new to the game of Dungeons & Dragons, right? Because he's played a few sessions. He just thinks something would be better, so he's adding on to it. He's making his own twist. He's trying to, what do you call it, gosh darn stuff? His own copyright spin on it. Maybe he's, if he gets good enough, maybe he can make his own system he's trying to do. I don't know, chat. That is such a weird way to look at things there, guys. See.
A bad idea. So, start with the basics, then you'll learn what you can change and why. Anyways, till next time. A player
I did not mean to click you! Oh my goodness gracious. Alright guys, thank you guys very much for everything you guys do. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Improvise, yes, improvisation is #1 and key to all Dungeons & Dragons. Just like I was just saying the last session beforehand, I got myself killed because somehow, even though I have some of the best AC I could possibly have in the game, the gosh darn things can always roll a frickin' 18, I swear to goodness gracious, every other combat. And then, thank goodness gracious for Streaker helping me out, trying to give me a healing potion even though I was dead. I was death saves all the way 0. There was nothing bringing me back other than a raised dead spell, but what was the god's name? But we had God help us out, revive ourselves. So it was something there, chat. All right, guys, I'm gonna be heading off. I'm gonna be I gotta go to bed. I'll be streaming right away in the morning. We're gonna be streaming until like mid-morning or so, give or take. And then thank you guys very much for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed. That's the DM. Gotta thank him. That's the DM. All right. Where was I going with this stuff? Chat, you got me distracted. Oh yeah. Make sure you hit those like buttons if you like this word and stuff here, chat. If you like this reaction content, if you like the Dungeons & Dragons stuff, Friday Night Fright is what I'm trying to say. Where we watch scary ghost videos, sometimes some D&D stuff, sometimes some disturbing videos from around the internet. And for the love of God, no more bikini models. Trigger, I'm looking at you on that one. I'm looking right at the camera for you on that one. Alright guys, love you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Pretty soon here, chat, we're getting to the 3-year mark over on Twitch. Crazy. Alright guys, I am very tired. Big Modo's gonna give you salute. And Big Modo's... See you guys in the morning. Love you guys. Bye-bye. Bye. Love you. Bye-bye. Woo.